passion fruits, it's your girl VH with another video. A subscriber by the name An Unknown Creature asked, can owls have separation anxiety? To find out, stay tuned. She's so cute today. And she really wants to sit on my shoulder, but I'm really afraid that she's going to poop because she just ate. So, no, owls cannot have separation anxiety. So, just to make things easy, let's compare an owl to... How disrespectful. No, just kidding. I'm just gonna let her fly freely for a few minutes and then I'll get her back into the video. Okay, so let's compare it to a dog. If you don't practice leaving the house with your dog, then your dog might get separation anxiety. You have to start training your dog as young as possible, so that he won't develop separation anxiety. With an owl, it's completely different. You don't have to practice this with your owl at all. Your owl will never have separation anxiety. When you leave the house, it's gonna be like, meh. It really doesn't care. What does happen is if you have a really great bond with your owl, especially if your owl is imprinted on you and you leave for a longer period of time, then your owl will start to miss you and might even get depressed and sick. So they don't have separation anxiety, but they are able to miss you. They do miss their human if they are imprinted on their owner. So if I leave the house, for example, Lucky will not behave weird in any way. She won't get nervous, she won't get anxious, she won't screech. She's just like, yeah, whatever. Who knows what she's thinking. Owls, by the way, also need their rest. So if they live with you in the house and the house is full of life, that is a-okay. But sometimes owls also just need their rest. They need peace and quiet. They need to be able to just sit there and rest and be really calm. So actually, you leaving for a couple of hours is actually a good thing. It might do your owl some good. Looky, what are you looking at me for? Yeah, do you guys hear that? She is answering me. Looky, looky. Spoiled brat. I'm gonna get her back. So owls do not have separation anxiety and they will never develop it. It's just not a thing. A lot of people don't realize that an owl is trained completely differently than dogs or cats or whatever other pet you could imagine. There may be some similarities between an owl and a dog. I can't think of any right now, but the rest of the training is just completely different. Yes. There's too much light, is there? There is too much light. Don't poop, please. I beg of you. She is a pooping machine. This is an unprepared video. I did not script this, obviously. They do not have separation anxiety. So your owl will miss you if it's imprinted on you, but it won't get anxious. It will just, after a while, get really sad. I don't know how long this would take. I think maybe half a week or a week. So, you know, if you get an owl, you don't have to practice leaving the house and reward it and stuff. It's just, owls are pretty independent creatures. They're kind of like cats. I don't feel like cats have separation anxiety either. They will be mad at you when you come back home. They will be like, I'm not looking at you anymore because you left me for a week here and you just asked people to take care of me and bring me food. Bitch, I need more than that. You left me for a week. I wanted your cuddles. You're upset too, right? The human leaving for a week? Unacceptable. So yeah, the cat will be like, bitch, I ain't talking to you anymore. But your owl might act like that as well afterwards. But no, they do not get nervous or anxious or sad when you are leaving the house. So yeah, I can leave Lucky alone for 2 days. I don't like doing this, but I can leave her at home for 2 days, you know, without having to call someone to take care of her. After 2 days, I obviously need to feed her. And I also don't like to leave her alone on the perch because sometimes her jesses do get tangled. So if I'm away for multiple days, I can't check that. So there's no way for me to know if she's okay. So I don't like doing that. But I mean, she's okay with staying home alone for multiple days. It's just really quiet when we're not home, and owls love that. They are really calm creatures. So yeah, they will miss you, but they will not have separation anxiety. And don't get me wrong, if your owl is imprinted on you, then it will be genuinely happy when you come back from work or when it sees you coming through the door in the morning. You will notice this by the squeaking sounds it makes, and you know, after a while you really start to learn about its body language, and you will know like instantly if it's happy to see you or not. So yeah, your owl will definitely be excited to see you again, but they don't have separation anxiety. What will also happen, for example, is that if your owl is used to being with you all of the time and then suddenly you put it in another room all alone, it will get very sad and depressed and it will miss you. But it will not become anxious that you will do this again. So putting your owl in a separate room whenever it's too noisy is actually a really good punishment to teach your owl that you don't want it to screech for food whenever you get home from work, for example, because it's a real punishment to them. They hate it. They don't want to be alone in the room. They want to spend time with you. They want your attention. But sometimes owls can really exaggerate. Lucky has had this period where she would screech from the moment I got back home from work until I went to sleep. And this will drive you nuts, I swear. It's so loud. And you know, I called up my mentor. It was the first time that this problem arose, and he told me, yeah, she's messing with you. She either wants your attention or she wants food, and she will not stop screeching until she gets it. So the solution was to put her in a separate room every time she started screeching. So every time I got home from work and she started to screech, I would just pick up her plant scale with the cat litter filling, because she always stands on a plant scale. Her perch always stands on a plant scale and she stands on the perch, you know what I mean? So I took the plant scale every time and I put it in a separate room. And the moment she stopped screeching, I put her back in the living room with me. And if she started to screech again, I would just put her back in the room. And that worked. It took maybe 2 weeks, but it worked. And it might take your owl a bit longer or less long to make the connection, you know. But that's why it's actually a good punishment, because if your owl is used to being in your company, then it will hate spending time alone. Well, spending too much time alone, you know. There will be times where it's like, yes, my human is gone. Yes, I have the house for myself. Party! But your owl will genuinely miss you as well if it's imprinted on you at times. Depends on the owl's mood. Another thing that comes to mind, because this video is really spontaneous and I didn't want to script it, you know, I just wanted to hit record and just get it over with already. Not that I'm not enjoying making this video, but I don't know, I didn't want to make a whole script and stuff. So another thing that comes to mind is that when I go to falconers demonstrations with Lucky, she will be sitting amongst multiple birds of prey. They will always be standing at a safe distance from each other so that they can't reach each other. And there will be a lot of people there because it's usually at some kind of market. It's usually some kind of big event, and there will be a lot of people passing by. And she really loves this. But I noticed that she will always hang on to me. I mean, she will not leave my side. She will want to cuddle. Lucky is making a lot of noise, I'm sorry. She will want to cuddle the whole time. She will jump on my lap and, you know, put her body against mine. She will press her body against mine. And I know that that is because she's feeling a bit insecure. She's really enjoying the time there, but she sees me kind of as her protector, which is completely logical because she's imprinted on me. So, you know, I do notice that if I leave her there, she will be like, where are you going? Hello, I need you, don't leave me, you know? She confirms. She will be a bit insecure in such situations, but whenever she feels that way, she is incredibly cute. Incredibly cute. Yeah. So I wouldn't really call that separation anxiety as well. It's just sometimes your owl can get insecure, and then it's really important to support your owl. For example, if you are walking down the street with your owl and you pass someone with a dog, you know, owls hate dogs, they fear them instinctively. You might wanna, you know, if you are holding your glove like this normally, and you see someone with a dog, you might do this so that your owl is leaning more against your heart, against your chest. It will really reassure your owl. It will really help. If you would keep your arm like this, your owl will probably try to fly off of your glove the moment you pass the dog or the dog comes too close. If you do this, however, your owl might stay put. It might not fly off because it feels your protection. So yeah, those are just a few tips and some things I've noticed. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that this answers your question. If it didn't answer your question fully, then you can always ask more questions in the comment section down below, and I will definitely make a new video about it then. So if you enjoyed the video, give it a big thumbs up. If I haven't answered your question fully, then leave a comment down below. and I will see you guys in the next video. Just one little extra remark, check out my OWL store. The link is in the description box down below. You can also buy Lucky calendars. That link will also be in the description down below. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!